Honestly, guys, I have not even dropped my excitement one bit after that. Guys, honest, Jesus, what did we witness? What have we just witnessed? That was just special. I've still got adrenaline coursing through my veins after that, honestly. It's this football side, they do stupid things to you, don't they? They really do, City. They really do. Honestly, we're just ridiculous. City have just, of course, won 3-2 away at St. James's Park in a remarkable, brilliant, resilient, incredible second half of football, and I'm absolutely on cloud nine. Seriously, that was it was brilliant. It was fantastic. It was the kind of win that oops, got my mouse there. That might wake up my son. He's directly below me. I feel bad if I have done. Sorry to the wife if she's watching. But it was absolutely ridiculous. It was the kind of thing that just wins you a title for that performance. It really was. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Of course, this is the Fan View Live where I want to chat to some of you guys. About the game and what you witnessed and what you thought about it. Well, I just want someone to join in with the energy, really, and the joy that we've just witnessed. I mean, the Bruyne's return is just sort of fairy tale stuff. The wonderful world class goal, the wonderful world class pass. It's what they do. It's what great players do. Oh, I'm sorry to the wife. I woke him. I dropped the mouse. I'm so sorry. I woke Ruben. I'm a bad dad. But it's what special players do. And Oscar Bob is a special footballer too. Super chat as well already. Thank you so much to NV says KDB is that guy. He absolutely is. Is that your 10th super chat? Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. What a legend. 10 super chats on the channel. It does go a long way, so thank you so much as well. And Deepish, it's Deepish's birthday. Everyone say Deepish's birthday. Happy birthday to you, man. What a birthday for you. Roots went back to sleep. Good boy. Happy birthday to Deepish. Happy birthday to you, mate. But yeah, once again, this is the Fan View Live. So you want to have a chat to me. The link, of course, is for members and patrons. It's the usual link if you've been on before. You'll be able to find it. The StreamYard link. And I'll be able to chat to some of you guys now. I'm going to add Scott into the stream. But Scott, I need to do a little bit of editing, mate. So you know how it is. So you'll be on, but you won't be on. So don't think you say anything yet. Just give me a minute to line things up, Scott, because I need it. But where am I? Do you know what? I'll do it
If
when
you
you're
can
actually
hear
on
me,
the
you
video.
are muted in the StreamYard thing.
Oh, I'm muted in the StreamYard thing. Okay, 1 second. But anyway, I'll go over to Scott in a second. I need to do a bit of editing. I'll do it as a chat to Scott at the same time. Let's bring him on. Scott, my man, how are you doing?
Not too bad, man. How are you?
Mate, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. That was thrilling, wasn't it? That was absolutely thrilling.
It's a great way to describe it. Yeah, it was definitely a game that had you on the edge of your seat the whole time. So yeah, it's great football.
How important is that result for Manchester City Football Club?
Yeah, I think the last couple of string of games have been super important. I guess even including the FA Cup, but for Premier League especially, I think it's just showing that we still got that hunger and desire to keep competing,
Yeah.
after all these years. And I think you can really see it that the guys, they want it still. And I think we talked about it a couple games ago, but I think Pep sees it too, and he just like is feeding off it, and they're all kind of feeding off of it together, and they're just hitting that stride like they always do at this time of the year.
Well, that's the thing. Pep said he senses that his team are alive, which I like that. And obviously, what he means by that is that they've got the hunger, they've got that sense of a trophy again, and they want to win it. And I think, to be honest, I think you don't think you realise how much you want to win it until you're in it. If that makes sense. So, I think you win the treble, and I think you need to be knocked back down to reality, so to speak. You need to have those knocks and so on. And I think City did. They had some setbacks, and obviously, I think they needed to forget what pain feels like. Remember what pain feels like, because they've forgotten it. When you win the treble and you're the best team in the world, like everyone loves you, everyone's telling you how great you are. You forget what it feels like to lose, and I don't think the City side like losing, do they? And I think the few losses have made the City side really sit up and take notice. And of course, we have to talk about Kevin De Bruyne. That return, man, like it's just how sum it up that 25 minutes of Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think it's exactly what you want from him. I think he's got his confidence. He's still obviously he's so smart, and that's the biggest thing about him. I mean, that's the thing that separates him from so many people. I mean, he's still super physical and obviously very, very good, but his ability to just know where to put a ball and just see the game. We have so many players like that, but I think he's just so good at it. And we're just blessed to have him. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, was there any doubt in your mind? And don't worry, it's not a negative thing about how he would come back, because I thought he'd be a little bit slower than this, if I'm being honest. No.
No, like I said, like he's so smart that he always like he knows how to obviously they're gonna mark him heavy, but he's so good at creating space and just knowing where everybody is and
Yeah,
able to have the confidence where he doesn't ever, it's very rare that you see him panic and it's almost awkward when you do see him panic because you're just not used to it. But it's like he just always it's same with Rodri, but Rodri's it's from my point of view, it's harder to do it as like attacking center mid
yeah,
because when you're a defensive center mid, you kind of have everything in front of you, you can see it. But he knows where everybody is behind him, kind of thing. And I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really really incredible what he does.
And I think as I said in the I put a TikTok out the other day, and my general theory is that I look for certain touch points. Is he doing the overlapping still? Is he got the pass weight still? Has he got the drive? It's all there. It's all absolutely
Yeah,
there. And most importantly as well, he looks really happy. Like, really happy.
yeah,
There's an article in the local press over here saying, I don't read it yet, but I saw the general gist of it is that how right now he feels just very happy, very refreshed, very happy to be back playing football. And that, to me, we've got a Kevin De Bruyne. Like, what does Kevin De Bruyne aim for? Like, what can he achieve in the last couple of years of his top life, like last 3 or 4 years of his top flight career? Like, because
and I think
what's left for him to achieve?
um I mean, that's the thing is like I really see it where they understand they have something special and they can really just push for greatness. I think he's not a player who's ever been like I mean, he does sometimes do those full run Yaya Toure end-to-end runs, but I think he's a player who can play like into his late 30s and get those. Like I said, I thought he was going to come in with 20 minutes left. He only needs 10 minutes per goal, in my opinion. If he can go hard for 20 minutes, I think he's good enough to where he's going to create 2 goals in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
That's a goal every 10 minutes. And he's a person where if we have obviously the players around him, he doesn't need to do it all himself, but he's so special that I mean, he can do those kinds of things, in my opinion. That's why I said I think from Pep's point of view, he would think the same thing. We just need 1 goal from you every 10 minutes. That's a long time.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And yeah, I agree. And I also think in terms of his legacy, I think he just wants another Champions League, and I think he wants more trophies because
I
not
think he
it's not
wants to be the
fair, but
greatest ever.
he wants to probably finish the Champions League final for one, because he's been off the pitch twice, and like he's won it Champions League deservedly. But I think the small part of him probably wants to be on the pitch and winning things again, because you want to add more and more and more. And these days, like the quality he's got, yeah, absolutely, he could win more, and it's exciting. Of course, Oscar Bob will probably lose some of the headlines due to De Bruyne, but that impact, mate, another special footballer, right?
Yeah, no, I think it just goes to show where our club's at. It's insane. The amount of talent that we're producing and the amount of talent that we're scouting is just they know what they're looking for and they've got this plan. And I think I said it during the chat, it's like, as football fans, we don't really know anything, but
Yeah,
obviously these guys are producing world-class footballers at an incredible rate. And we really need to just trust them and let them do their thing because it's clearly working. And I don't know, just seeing how other organizations and how their fans treat like their ownership, I don't think that we should even be close to judging
oh
ours or
no,
even
best club
talking
team in the
about our
world.
coach or anything. I mean, it's insane. I mean, we've won the treble, but we have 5 trophies on like the whole year or whatever. So it's just like, yeah, we're truly blessed to be in the position where we are. And I think, they've clearly got a vision for how they want to play and how they want to go about winning trophies. And I think they're executing at a very, very good level.
Yeah, absolutely. I just saw a great quote, by the way, from Guardiola. It says, Kevin De Bruyne's quality and vision in the final third isn't tactics, it's talent. He's basically, that's just genius respecting genius. I mean, you can't teach that, really, can you? You can't. And that's what we got back. Scott, mate, I've got quite late. I've got a lot of people to come on, so I'm going to leave it there. If that's all
Eh,
right, because I've realised I've not
no, for
eaten.
sure.
I've realised I've not eaten for 7 hours. I've not eaten since, and I've
Gotta get
suddenly
some
got
food, man.
yeah, yeah.
I was
So,
eating during the game, so yeah, I
oh
feel
no,
ya.
I've not
Have
had
a
a
great night,
chance.
man.
Catch you in a bit, man. Thank you so much for coming on as always. You're a legend. Catch you in a bit. I'm going to jump over to the super chat from Curtis. Says that's why we are champions. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, mate. That's why we're champions. The ridiculous stuff. Thank you so much for Curtis for the super chat. It is appreciated. guys. 100 people watching. If you get the likes up, that would be massively appreciated as well. Do keep your comments coming in. I do read them all. No, I'm not still drinking pee. It's apparently Americans, right? You don't have cordial or squash, as we call it over here. Like, you don't know what that is. You don't. You just have fruit juice and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have squash. That's blown my mind. Like, what do you drink all the time? Cordial, squash, or whatever. You know, it's a pleasure. Different flavors. It's a little bit. You dilute the syrup, and it's gorgeous, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff, and we swear by it over here. You'll get me if you're in Australia or wherever else. Do you have cordial and squash like on the continent in Europe? I think you do, don't you? I think you do. Yeah, you do. No, I bought some in abroad before. You just drink water, just water though. You don't. That's not true. Americans aren't just drinking water all the time, and that is 95% water anyway. Anyway, I digress. It's just a little flavour for the water. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to go to Naz. Naz, if you're there unavailable, let me know, man. Turn your mic on. There we go. 1 second, Naz. We are live, my friend. Hello. How are you, mate? You good?
Yes, I am great. How are you?
Mate, I'm brilliant. I'm absolutely buzzing. That was a shot of electricity at that game. You know, I'm genuinely buzzing, mate.
Yeah.
I just, yeah, I don't know. How are you feeling after that? Like, what's your confidence levels? What's your mood? What do you take from the game?
Well, I firstly KDB's back. That's the main story of the game. Let's just get that out of the way. I've been waiting for this day for like a couple months now. I just wanted to see KDB back on the pitch, and this is probably the best start you could have hoped for on him coming back. You can already see that he's not lost anything. He's still the same, if not better than what he was before he got injured. He looks much sharper, much better, and yeah, that is the main thing.
The thing is,
And
he might be the same
just one
player
more,
still. It's just
yeah,
more that he's got trying to make up for time. So if you're trying to make up for time, you got more energy, haven't you? More determination. So that's the thing is, you might, like a De Bruyne with something to prove. Scary, isn't it?
yeah, looks like he's just got that bit of hunger back, I mean, he never lost it, but just being injured, he's definitely come back much fresher. And I thought this game was definitely a really important game for us because we've been on a pretty good run of form. I think 8 games with unbeaten with 7 wins,
Yeah,
5 wins in a row. But it's fair to say all of the teams we played are pretty poor. Like the hardest game you would have had is probably Everton away, which you would expect us to win quite comfortably most of the time. And this was the real test, I thought, because if we did not manage to win this game, then that would just like all the goodwill built up over the
yeah, of course.
past few weeks would have gone away a little bit just because the first major test we've fallen. But just the fact that we've gotten through it, I think it's a big result for the players, and I think this is what could kick us on, especially with KDB back, Holland back soon, hopefully Doku also back. I think we could go on a run again, or at least, I mean, we're already only 2 points behind Liverpool,
Yeah.
so it's very much on, and I think we are the favorites
Yeah, I think we are,
again.
mate. Have you got any fears? Because I don't really like. Maybe it's injuries, isn't it? But I don't. I still think we are the best team in the league by not loads clear, but definitely by a way. I think we are just the best side in the league.
Yeah, we are the best side. The one thing I just really want is, and I hope is that KDB just stays fit now because I think that would determine the league. I mean, if KDB is injured, I know gets injured again, touch wood. I don't think we'll win the league, but
Yeah,
yeah, that's probably the only thing I'm scared about. If he's fit, we're winning the league 100%.
absolutely. Oscar Bob, where from?
Yeah, the I mean the fact that he like Pep brought him on while we were drawing is in itself just a big thing for him. But the fact that he actually managed to get the winner, I've you can tell he's pretty much a part of the squad now. Like he's not going to start many games, I'm sure, but he'll definitely get appearances off the bench and a couple starts here and there. So big moment for him, and just like I hope he can kick on even more.
Yeah, it's quite wild, isn't it? Like Oscar Bob is a guy that we all thought would probably get, like some appearances throughout the season, but not like become an actual member of the first team. It feels like we've signed a genuine. Feels like we signed a star, doesn't it? Like we got another young player, but it feels like in January because he's got going from, I'd say, since the last month or so. He's got really going for us with
Yeah,
Bob. It feels like
yeah.
we've just got a new player in almost, and he's quality and the versatility that it allows. He seems like a natural fit on that side as well because he can play central as well. It's just it's quite exciting, isn't it? Because I think it does change the dynamic of the squad a little bit.
Yeah, like the amount of minutes he's been getting is what I would have expected maybe Palmer to get if he was still here. And was here like a couple of seasons, or at least he was integrated into the first team a couple of seasons before Bob. So you
Yeah,
could just tell that Pep completely trusts Bob, considering that this is probably like his first real season in the team, and he's already coming on
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to influence games for us. So that's a big show of confidence in Bob. And also one thing which has kind of been overshadowed by KDB's brilliance is I think especially in the second half, Rodri was like again really, really good today.
yeah,
First half he was like okay, he lost his head a bit near the end, but
yeah,
second half he was just like oh if you're going overall performance wise, I would say Rodri's the man of the match, but you just have to give it to De Bruyne because of
yeah.
what he's done.
Because KDB, any basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, man. Now, I haven't got loads
yeah.
of time, mate, so we have to leave it there. That's okay. But thank you so
All
much.
right.
You're a
Yeah.
legend. Catch you in a bit, mate. Bye bye. Guys,
Bye-bye.
when you come on, let me know what you want to talk about. Okay. Is that better, by the way? The audio. Someone said in the chat. Who was it? DZ-ish. It should be better balanced now, hopefully, because I've bumped up my audio a little bit. If the audio's never not balanced, by the way, do let me know because I can't hear back the balance myself, obviously, as I'm doing this, so it is appreciated. I'm going to go over to Dashmesh, who's waiting. Dashmesh, are you there? Yep. Dashmesh,
Yeah,
my
hi
friend,
Steven.
how are you? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. Great after the win. How are you?
Yeah, amazing that one, mate. Best performance of the season, do you reckon?
I would say best second half, but like best half of the season, second half, not overall performance, because you can't say it's the best when when you concede 2 goals in 3 minutes. So I won't say it's the best, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Most
pretty good.
important, though. Most
And
important, maybe.
yeah, no, definitely. Like most important considering the time of the season it is, and considering we only have, I think, one more game in the Premier League this month. So definitely, this is a huge win, and the way we won, like it's especially amazing. Like, I would just like to start on one thing, which I don't know why, but when I came, to be honest, I don't really like to watch along my match.
Yeah, sure.
But when it was halftime, I came to the stream. I was just looking into like what people are talking about, and to be honest, I was little surprised that everyone was talking about these summer transfers and what we have done bad, because overall I thought, yeah, it was like 10 minutes when we were bad, but overall I thought we were playing great.
Yeah, I agree,
And yeah,
man.
just like considering we as City fans, like we have seen a lot of wins where we come back from losing situations and win the matches. So I thought everyone would be expecting that we can come back and win the match, and which definitely happened. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. That I was expecting we'll be motivated more towards getting a win rather than just being negative about it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I
But
agree. I mean, at half time, I was just sort of, I didn't care about the transfers. I was more firefighting because people were just moaning about the transfers. Like it's irrelevant to performance right now. We've got good enough players even without the great transfer window to beat Newcastle right now. I think we've proven that anyway. And to me though, away from all that, I mean, people just like to moan always at half time. They just do. But the quality of this side right now, it's undeniable, isn't it? It's there, isn't it? We've got it all there still, haven't we? Dash Mesh. We've got the quality there still.
yeah, and I especially liked in the second half is that when Kev came on, I was really looking into whom does he take off, and when he took off Silva and like KDB got like a free role, and Foden was still playing in the midfield. I guess that is one of the major points to take away as well,
Yeah, yeah.
because that shows even if KDB is back, Pep knows that Phil Foden is playing great in the middle, and he'll stay in the middle in the future as well. Today, like it gave like a huge indication on that. And special mention to Bob, the goal which he scored. Like I don't feel people are talking much about it, and people would talk much about it because,
Yes.
like, if Mo Salah would have scored that goal, everyone would have been talking about that goal. So it's that because he's a youngster and everyone is focused more towards KDB today, then he's getting overshadowed. But that goal first, the first touch which he had on the cross, and then the finish, like 1-2 by himself and scoring that goal, like 99% of the players would not have scored that goal.
Absolutely.
So
It's a moment
I
of
think,
genuine genius, isn't it? Genuine genius. Like
yeah, definitely. And I guess from last 2-3 matches, like he's getting continuous minutes. Like he played last game of the Champions League. I think then he played some minutes in one of the last 2 matches as well. Then again today, so Pep really trusts him now. So
absolutely.
he is actually fully part of the team now, and we can expect him to be part of the future matches as well. Considering if uh, Grealish or we need more play from the wing, definitely Bob will be a good option for us.
Absolutely, mate. Dashmesh, thank you so much for joining, man. It's been a pleasure. Catch you in a bit.
Yeah.
See you, mate.
Bye bye.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little bit short, everyone, today. Just got a lot of people to get through, and it's quite late. So I've got loads of time today. Yeah, loving it. Thank you so much, everyone watching as well. Please do like the video. I think the audio should be a bit better, by the way. What I realised I was doing is I had 2 versions of the guest audio playing at the same time. So sorry about that. It might have made it sound a little bit bit loud, so that was my fault. Apologies about that, guys. I'm going to go over to Marcus if he's waiting. Is he there, Marcus? Give us a thumbs up if you're waiting there, mate. He's there. I'll pop him onto the screen in a few seconds. One sec. Marcus, my man, how are you?
Right, see, I'm very good.
Talk to me about that game of football, mate. Go for it.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't catch much of the first half. I only saw the highlights of the goal. And the first goal from Bernardo was very nice.
Lovely.
Walker with a cross, which I never expected. Then I was looking through most of the match spreads and stuff, and there was like something switched after that goal, where Newcastle started getting more up for it, and then 2 quick goals, which were Walker's fault, by the way. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Walker wasn't at fault for those 2 goals, but then something changed when they sat down for the second half. Now I think they're gonna do this. Then we was pressing them. Had great chances. Alvarez missed a few sitters. Then
Is he
KDB came.
Go on, carry on.
No, go on. Say.
No, I was gonna say. I just wanted to a very quick question. I was just thinking, where does KDB rank in the league, man? All time? Is he the greatest
All
ever?
time, top two in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I genuinely.
Top 2. Him and Henry, they're top 2.
I honestly believe. I think he might even be top in terms of Premier League legacy. He might even be better. He's had a better career in terms of trophies and stuff than Henry. But I don't see anyone else close to him as what he's achieved right now.
Yeah.
Were you worried about his fitness coming back?
Not really. I saw a quote from him at the end of the game where it said that he's not fit enough to play 90 minutes right now. So I'd say that for now, while we keep on bringing him for the last 20 minutes until he's fit, I think it's fine. I think it's calm. We don't really need him to play the full 90 minutes now.
Yeah.
So I don't mind.
God, he's
because
good,
even in those 20 minutes, he did what most footballers can't do in a full match. So
it's mad, isn't it? Come on, I was looking at his stats for that, assist, and a goal.
He created 2. It wasn't just the goal and the assist. He created 2 other chances after that as well. Like the one where him and Rodri switched positions.
I just don't. I'm maybe getting giddy, mate, but I just don't see how anyone can if KDB's back to what he is now. I just don't see how anyone can step to that in the league because it's another level entirely, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, he's up to be KDB. He's up there with Zidane and Iniesta and all that.
He's looking a lot more fresher as well.
Just the rest, innit, man? We all need a rest every now and then.
Yeah.
I think perspective as well helps a lot. When you're intelligent as KDB is as well, I think I think he's realised. I think, to be honest, a bit of time away from football has probably helped him realise what he's achieved. and then he's got nothing left to prove.
Yeah.
And I think when you've got that, you just play for the joy of the game. Actually, for your he's playing for his legacy
true.
right now. You know what I mean? Like, and I think he's
Yeah.
just playing to add trophies and add more,
Yeah.
you know, kudos to his career. And it's quite scary, isn't it? What he could go on to achieve. 4 in a row, gonna happen.
He'll carry us to the 4 peat. He'll
Yeah.
carry us to the 4 peat. I can see it.
That's it. This has changed my
like-
opinion entirely now today. That's it. It's done. It's happening, isn't it?
Like I was saying, like to other people in different chats, that like as long as like the rest of the league, they messed up when KDB wasn't here. All the teams above us, they messed up. They gave us opportunities. They had opportunities to go further ahead when we were still behind them. When we were in the mud, and they didn't take them. And now they're paying for that now. And they're gonna pay for that now. They're gonna pay for it.
Exactly, that's how I feel, man. Like I think like they
gonna
had
pay
a
for it.
chance, didn't they? But they didn't take it. I've just tweeted it. I've tweeted it earlier, and I thought I don't know what I've done that for. I'm an idiot. But I just think it's true. I think I'm just giddy.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I just don't see anyone having the quality to catch us. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Liverpool, though, innit? And
Like this game was just a release. Those two, that game was just a release for me. Because I felt tired. I felt honestly about tired today, but now I've got energy. I've got energy now.
yeah,
That can give me life.
Absolutely, I'm the same, man. Like I've been buzzing since full time. I mean, I'm running on fumes now. I can't deny it. Like I need to at some point. I need to eat some food. Not eating since lunchtime. But that game was just astonishing, man. Finally, Oscar Bob, thoughts, mate.
I saw the vision at the beginning of the season. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the vision. I saw it. I saw the vision, and he's delivering.
He's great, isn't he? The thing is, I've watched him for years since he first joined City and Academy, and he's the exact same player. And what I mean, but in a good way, like he's just that. That's what he's been doing since the Academy. He's just some players could take it up to the high level, some people can't, and he can. He's got metal, hasn't he? Proper metal. Like he's not scared of anything.
That's a good sign that he can do it at big games as well, because 20 years old, taking the touch away from the goalkeeper and tapping it, that is elite stuff.
I don't even know. Like most people, I think Nas said it. Most people just don't do that. They just give the ball away. You know,
no, they don't.
They did take a shot. Most people just try and get a shot away, and he hit the keeper.
Someone probably take that shot first time.
Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Marcus, mate, I haven't got loads of time, so I'm going to leave it there. That's all right. But thank you so much.
Fine.
Pleasure chatting to you as always, man.
Have a good night.
You too, man. Top bloke, Marcus. Wonderful as always. We're going to get to Honour Me next. If you're ready, mate, give us a thumbs up. I'll jump you on the stream. Yeah, there we go. Good evening, my friend. How are you?
What's happening? I'm good. How are you?
Mate, I'm buzzing, mate. I'm absolutely buzzing. Like that was a tonic, wasn't it?
Honestly, like this is crazy. Let me park up because I've been waiting for your fan channel to come up.
Oh yeah, man. Do park up. I don't want an accident on the video. That'd be terrible. I'd feel guilty forever.
I'm parked up now.
Where you off to, man? Where you off to?
I'm off to work, man.
Yeah, okay.
But let me have a quick chat with you. Listen, hey, that is something else. Like honestly, the first time I was so frustrated. I don't normally attack any players. I don't. I usually I'm calm. I understand.
Yeah.
But go to Kyle Walker, and I've not been pointing it out. I've just been like, okay, just allow it. Ever since he got the captain number, all he does is try to arrange players where he needs to go. I see a lot of points rather than concentrating on his own game.
Yeah.
And they put up with him today. I mean, when he was pointing out, I'm thinking, I mean, as a footballer, I was always taught when I played, like, youth team everywhere, get out to the ball as quick as possible, and then you stand the ground, right?
Yep.
So he waited, but the player Gordon is actually going to come out really quick to get into the 18-yard box. As soon as an attacker gets into the 18-yard box, he's protected. It's like a protected species. You know what I mean?
I'm struggling to hear you a bit, mate, to be
So
honest.
he knows that.
The signal's really bad, by the way. You sound really tinny. Not sure it's just me, but
Oh, no.
it might be just the
Can you hear
phone.
me now?
Bit better, a little bit better, closer you are, yeah. A bit closer to
Can
you.
you hear me now?
I can hear you in general. It's just very hard to hear. That makes sense. It's just like a bit tinny.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's much better. That's miles better.
Yeah. So like he waited until he got in the box, right? So when he got in the box, I'm thinking, so now you want to go close to him and make a challenge. Now that you can't even touch him, right? So that happened, and I'm like, this is just literally just showed everything he's been doing in the entire season that I've been pissed off at. and he's just cost us the goal now and a very important game. But I kept saying, obviously on your stream, I kept saying, get KDB on, get Doku wide, and let's start cooking. But I want to actually say, special mention to Pep himself in a game like this. The easy substitution to make was to bring Jack on.
Yeah.
That's the easy substitution to make. That's what everyone would expect. But he actually took the risk and brought Oscar on. And I remember a couple of games back when Jack started and he said, I was actually thinking of starting Oscar Bob as opposed to in place of Jack Grealish. But I was actually, so when he said that, I'm thinking, oh, this kid might actually be ready. Pep might throw him in soon. Do you know what I mean? So when he brought him on, I'm like, fair play to Pep. But honestly, KDB turns us into little kids now. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He turns us into little kids. He turns us into like little 5-year-olds just excited about sweets and sugar.
Mate, you just made me realise something. I'm going to be telling Ruben stories of KDB. Like he's got by the time he's conscious, KDB probably is just about retiring. You're consciously watching football. I'm hoping Kev goes to his 40, but he probably won't do because he'll probably be retiring when Ruben's about 5, and he won't fully remember it. But I'm going to be that guy who tells his kid about honestly, mate, it was better than you realised. And I can't easily. You'll turn me into a kid telling my kid about it. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Like today was an important victory. Newcastle is never an easy team. I mean, I don't care how bad a team has been playing. What people need to realize is a team could be playing as bad as they want and be the worst form ever. But when it's time to play a City or a top team, they have to raise their game. Those games come far and fetch in between. So they have to raise the game. Remember United playing shit, comes to City, they raised their game and they managed to get a result against us. That's just how these games are. So credit to the boys. You know, the first half actually started with a banger. Like I just thought, oh wow, City actually, we are on it. And then all hell just break loose after the equalizer. The equalizer I didn't have any problem with because they caught us out of possession.
I agree.
Everybody was out of place. So I didn't have a problem with the equalizer. I had a problem with the second goal. That's what I had a problem with. The second goal I had a big problem with. But KDB coming on, and by the way, not make that defender, by the way, as well, to score that goal.
I need to watch it back, actually. As you're talking, I'm going to search on Twitter because I want to watch it again because I've already been watching the Oscar Bob thingy on loop. But I need to see the KDB goal.
He not make the defender to actually score the goal. It's the same thing he did last year, if you remember the 3-3 game, when he not make the defender to pass the ball to Bernardo Silva. He actually meant that. It's not like he meant that. He saw the space in between the defender's legs. He not make the defender to actually put the ball in that corner. And only KDB can do that. And his interview when he said, "Look,
watching it again, he just passed it into the corner. It's ridiculous."
Just passed it in. It's ridiculous. I watched it. I was like, when he said, obviously in his interview, he said, "Oh, I'm only, I can only play 20-25 minutes." He's right. He's probably right. You know what I mean? It's been a long time that he's been injured, and I think they made a change of mind with taking Doku off. I actually thought Doku played really well in a new role that they asked him to play. I thought he played really well. And I said to you before, I said to my friends before that Doku creates an average of 2 to 3 chances every game. It's up to us whether we take them. But he creates 2 to 3 chances every game. The one for Kovacic, there was another tap in as well. He crossed the ball for Diaz to head down, and then Alvarez skied it. He played the ball to Kyle Walker for him. Doku played really well, but Oscar Bob, I remember saying in your channel before, I said special mention to Oscar Bob, like special mention to him, and he's obviously just done it now again. Like I don't know if you remember when Rico Lewis broke in that season, he actually went to the United States tour that season, but that wasn't his time. He didn't come on or anything, but he was actually there. Do you know what I mean? So he's been in the background all this time, but he's just waiting for his time and honestly, when he scored that, I said to my friend, I said, listen, Oscar Bob needs to go and buy himself a big Range Rover car. If he's ever doubting before that he's not a first-team player, you are a first-team player now, my son. Go and buy yourself a big Range Rover. You belong there now. Like, you actually belong there. Like, Pep will trust him in these games now. Pep will throw him in, and he will get some starts. So when he's playing well, he will get his starts and he'll get his chances. But fair play to City. They made my day. Love it.
Mate, go and get to work. It's been a legend chatting to you as always. Top bloke. Catch you in a bit, man.
Cheers.
See you later.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Top bloke on me. I'm going to get to Kevel. He's waiting, hopefully, patiently in the back. Is he there, Kevel? I can see his office roof. That's all I can see right now. I don't know if Kevel's there or not. I think he's coming. I can see he's turning his camera around. There we go. He's just walking. Kevel's going for a walk somewhere. 1 second. I'll wait until he's ready. Hey guys, don't forget, please do hit the like button on the video. It'd be massively appreciated. Thanks to everyone who's watching. I'm enjoying this chat and loads. Don't forget, you've got my thoughts on the game are over on my match reactions. While we can catch that. I'm still absolutely buzzing, man. I'm just buzzing. I get to Kevil now. He's ready, I think. 1 second. Kevil is outside. Kevil, are you there, mate? Oh, the signal disappeared. I think he's walked outside and the Wi-Fi's gone off. Is what I think's happened. I'll give him a second. Hello, Kevil?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you lost your Wi-Fi signal or something, mate. You went outside.
All right. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Are you well?
I was just at work. Kept going in and out because we had some customers on the time, but should be good now.
Yeah, you probably should be working, isn't it? But, you know, well, we won't be the longest one, man. But what do you want to talk about after that game?
Oh man, I almost sprained my elbow trying to celebrate that final goal, man. I was jumping up, I was punching the air, kind of like you do, like that.
Oh, mate, I'm a passionate
The windmill.
celebrator. Yeah, can't help it.
Yeah,
It's good though, isn't it? It's
getting
good.
old, but what a game, man. We kind of needed that excitement, that entertainment,
That I honestly think that's probably changed our season. Not that it was going to be bad anyway. But, it was already
Right.
good, but I feel like that is. Look at do you see the celebrations of the players at the end?
Yeah,
Like,
everyone. Pep was almost in tears. Kevin super happy. You see the whole team collecting in a crowd, just celebrating Kevin and Rodri and all of them. Just amazing, man.
yeah, I mean, like it's you can tell it meant an awful lot to the players, and it was utterly deserved,
Right.
wasn't it? By the way, it really was deserved.
Yeah.
Like, they were remarkable in that second half. I think I know obviously they sort of shot themselves in the foot a bit in the first half, but the focus and the determination, like it would have been probably unjust if we hadn't got that last minute winner, because I thought we were so good,
Right.
and we
Right.
turned it around. I mean, like, what's your confidence levels now? Going forward for the season.
Definitely. I think we are the title favorites. We have most of our squad back. Haaland should be coming back anytime, hopefully. It's been a hard miss without Haaland, but we have won 8 out of our 9 games without him, except that Crystal Palace game where we dropped the penalty. But outside of that, 8 wins. I think we scored 30 goals in those 9 games, so that's 3.25 per game.
Yeah.
So it's just been amazing. Can't talk enough about Kevin De Bruyne. He's just the best player that this league has ever seen.
He's special, isn't he, mate? He's
Quality, just the intelligence. Technical ability. We already know that. Just what a goal! Just through his foot, passing right into the corner with 30 yards away.
It's so
Just
Kevin,
amazing.
so Kev that finish as well. That's the thing about it. Like,
Yeah.
not many people would just pass it into the bottom corner. I always say that Kevin De Bruyne doesn't cross the ball really. He passes the ball. Like most of his crosses are
Right.
just passes. And like even that shot then was just like I'm putting it in the bottom corner because I know exactly what I'm doing. Like
Right.
So much of what KDB does is intentional. I know that's obviously that's obviously a thing in most football. But you know what I mean by that, don't you? The brilliance is
Yeah.
intentional. Like, and it's like that's what scares me about him in a good way, because like how does he see these things? Like, and I've got no doubt whatsoever now he's got a long way left, hasn't he? He's got a lot left in the tank, hasn't
Yep. He's happy, he's fit. He's ready to get back on it. You can already see it. Today, as he said, like, he can't do it for 90 minutes today. After 25 minutes, he was tired. But now we get a 10-day break, go to Abu Dhabi, play in the summer, enjoy the hotels and the nice everything, these millionaire players get, I guess. Just wonderful. And, he'll talk to the physios. He'll get back to his best. Even though it wasn't like perfectly, everything about him wasn't perfect today. It's just the key moments, man. At the key moments, like Pep said, big players win you games. And Kevin De Bruyne is like the biggest player. So
Perfect way to end this little chat, mate. Go back to work. Go on. Be a good employee. Catch you in a bit,
all
mate.
right, man.
See you later, Mel.
Later.
Bye-bye. Top bloke. I'm going to get to the final one of the evening. I'm flying through. Louis got the final say. Louis, my man, how are you after that?
No pressure. No pressure.
Nah, no pressure, mate. Look what Oscar Bob does in the final minute. You can do this in the final minute too. Do you enjoy that?
Oh, yeah, I'm good, by the way. How are you feeling?
Mate, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. I am exhausted but happy. I'm very happy, and I'm just something special. We witnessed something special today. I think we witnessed a moment that we'll remember for a long time: the comeback of KDB and the birth of a superstar in Oscar Bob.
That's putting it lightly.
I honestly think it is. I think he's going to be a
I know.
superstar.
Yeah, it was quite. It's quite surreal. I'm like, I don't actually know what to say because it's just like, normally this is like games you have that, like what happens at the end of the season, like with a 2 at the end of it. Basically, this is normally one of those ones, but I can't believe what actually happened for us. It's like I'm lost for words for it.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I knew KDB would do well when he came on. For one, I wasn't sure Pep would bring him on because, well, yeah, he would do. He's going to bring him on, but I wasn't
thought it was
sure.
going to be.
Go on.
And I thought he was only going to play 20 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Or maybe even 15. That's the like so little I thought, but I even thought he's going to come on and make a difference, whether we get a draw or a win, or he contributes and we still lose because Newcastle, like once Bob scored his goal, they had their chance, and I was thinking, not again. Like after like the way we went against, like in the past with Chelsea in those games, but
then it happened, mate. Then it happened, and that Oscar Bob goal, Jesus. Talk to me about that, Louis, because that is just ridiculous, isn't it? The quality to do that at that age at St James's Park in the last minute. That he's there now, isn't he? He's part of the team forever now, isn't he?
Oh, definitely. And I generally thought he definitely was someone I thought he's going to be good, but obviously you've seen it for yourself. He's like absolutely skilled, and it's like, how are you doing what you're doing? Like, I can't cope, like thinking about doing something like that, like trying to touch the ball. He'd probably go out of play, and he's just like comfortably, and he's like he has Trippier on him, and he could have fallen down at that moment because it was a foul, and he keeps his he stays up and goes past the cover like it was nothing, like he was a training cone. It's just like,
I thought he was going to. I thought first of all, my first thought was like I thought he was going to go down for a penalty. I thought he just, because he was hard not to. He has that very Phil Foden way of staying up, doesn't he? If you know what I mean. Phil Foden does that as well. He doesn't go down very easly. But I was just waiting for the offside flag to go up as well, so I felt a little bit confused. But when you watch back the replay, you realise how hard it is to do that. Like I saw a clip where it had loads of different angles of it and close-ups. And to do all that, that from the touch, it lasts like a second, doesn't it? It's just the brain. Oh,
it's like reactionary snaps of like it was. I just couldn't believe like how quickly he just had the to touch the ball, get over Trippier, and then just put KDB. Greatness in the making.
It's hard not to see him just go from strength to strength for me. I mean, do you see him? Is there any chance he ends up becoming a star by the end of the season, Oscar Bob? Is that a bit too much right now? Is it maybe needs a bit more time? But I
definitely think he's put himself. I don't think he can play on the right because Bernardo and Phil will have that side. But I think the left, there's still a chance, especially with how it's been this season, where like Jack has been injured, Doku's been injured, and he's coming to the fore now, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be there for I wouldn't be surprised if he plays against Copenhagen.
Yeah, he'll start that almost certainly. He'll definitely start that, I reckon.
But I think when we get like Real Madrid or like one of the big hitters later on, well, if we get past Copenhagen, I definitely think he's got more of a chance now.
Oh, sorry, I got confused. He won't start initially, but he'll come on against Copenhagen. And if you win the first leg comfortably, you might get a start, I reckon, potentially. But yeah. Well, he's good, man. He's great, isn't he? Louis, I'm going to have to leave it there, man, because I'm going to get to Omalemo, who's just popped up right now, because I've got to end this video very soon, because I've got to get some food. But thank you so much for chatting, man. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure.
I thought it was about to end, but Omalemo just sneaked in right at the end there. So I'm going to jump on with him very quickly. Hello, my friend. How you doing? You good?
New Year?
Yeah, I can.
I'm all right, man.
Did you enjoy that?
It was a great game, but I don't like chaos. You know that. I don't like chaos. So
You don't like chaos?
I'd rather win a 1-0 than a 3-2. I don't like chaos.
Oh no, I don't like
like
chaos either. But sometimes I think you need chaos. Is what I would argue. I think you need a bit of
I
everything
mean,
in
like,
life.
yeah, I
I mean-
love if I know the ending, sure, give me chaos, but I don't like
No,
it.
but I
when
do
it's
honestly
like-
believe that. I do think you to have a perfect season, you've got a bit of everything. You have to have a bit of everything. Like, and I think chaos is what gives you adrenaline. You know, sometimes like a composed 2-0 win. You know, it's nice, but they're not doing those celebrations at the end of the pitch. You know, and that to me, like moments matter in football. They matter in life, don't they? Like because they're memories.
Exactly. Like, I ran across the whole house. I mean, like,
Exactly.
That's it. But then I'm not an adrenaline junkie.
Oh, I am, mate. I
Listen-
love it. I'm not a thrill seeker, but I'm an excitable guy, and I think, and I was excited by a lot of things I saw in that match. I mean, obviously, chaos aside, what stood out for you from that game of football?
The finish from Oscar. The finish from Oscar. Like, I'm excited. The king is back. But then that's the thing. Like, Kevin De Bruyne, everyone has been saying that he's going to come back. And I mean, like, it's a narrative. And, like, that's sort of like entitlement, or like, we know how good he is. But then the thing that excited me more than anything was just Oscar finishing off that chance the way that he did.
Yeah.
So elegant. The touch, the pressure in front of the City fans, even though they were up there. And like, what would most people do? They'd smash it, they'd scuff the shot,
Yeah.
they'd try and put their foot through it. But he just
Well, not to call some
changed
people out,
league.
but we've watched players who won an awful lot of Premier Leagues at Manchester City who would have absolutely messed that chance up, and we know, like, and I love them. You know, I'm referring to immediately. Yeah, Sterling, Jesus, whatever. That comes to them. Well, Jesus, to be fair, you know what? First season, Jesus, fine. He loves the keeper. But later, Jesus does not score that goal. You know, it's weird, that, isn't it? Because Jesus in the Centurion season.
No, but the thing is, that was a very difficult chance. It's just that he made it look very easy. I think
Yeah.
Jesus could score that because Jesus likes scoring difficult chances.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
the easy
Actually,
ones.
yeah, you've got time to think. He's not going to score. But yeah, I take that
It's
back.
like
But
that United goal he scored against that also, yeah, that when he was this season when they played against Arsenal, where he had one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper and he put the keeper down and he finished it. He had a lot of time to think. You'd think that he messed it up, but then like he scored such a beautiful goal. But give him an easy chance. But that the whole point is Oscar. Oscar is.
do you know what's nice,
Oh
Amala,
my
though?
God.
Do you know when you look at the bench and you look at him and you've got I used to break the bench up into categories: genuine option, all right, and nah, they're not getting on. You know, that's what you look at the bench and you see those ones. Oscar Bob's gone from he's not getting on because he's a kid to genuine option to yeah, bring him on. He's rose up the ranks of the bench ranks. You know what I mean by that? And that to me is really exciting because I look at the bench now and I see yeah, KDB's there, Grealish is there, Oscar Bob's there, and previously you would have gone, he's just academy lad. He's not getting on unless we're 3-0 up. But he's rose through the hierarchy, hasn't he, of importance?
And that's the thing with Pep. Pep gave him a few minutes, and then he keeps on extending the minutes that he gives him, and with those minutes he does something with it. Whether it's that time when he played, what was it, Sheffield United, when he had the pass before the assist, and that just opened up the defense from the left side, and like everything that he does is just wonderful and sublime. And that's the thing, like he's using the chances that he gets, and with that responsibility, he just steps up. I mean, like he made it to the Norway first team. He already scored the first goal there. He scored his first Champions League goal. He now has his first Premier League goal. So like he steps up. And my thing is, I thought that he couldn't play from the left. Like I wanted before the goal, I wanted him to switch with Foden because I don't know. I just feel like I'm more of an inverted winger type of person.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him cut in, but then he still did the job.
Good, isn't he?
So,
He looks like Leroy Sané out there, doesn't he? I mean, he literally looks like him because of his hair. You know, like you can't, and the way he jinks with the ball, you can't help but think from a distance, the back.
And
Like,
that's
but then he's just.
And also, you just think. I'm sorry, but
No,
like
go.
you just think that if a person is in the middle, like they have no right to make it out of the ball, and he makes it out. And that's the thing. The small Oscar Bob is literally translating fully to the current Oscar Bob, and that's where talent comes. Like that's where you see quality. If you can still play the same way that you did as a kid at a professional level,
Yeah, that's the thing.
and that's the thing. Jude Bellingham, when he played for for Birmingham,
yeah.
and Jude Bellingham at Real Madrid, the same. And if you can translate it fully, then
that's the thing is that, as I said earlier on in this video, I've been watching Oscar Bob for many years, since he was 16. and it's
And that must feel
exactly the
so
same.
good.
It's like he's football. Sorry.
That must feel so good.
Oh,
just
it's nice,
seeing
man. Yeah, I
everyone
remember
just
when we
come
signed him from, I think it was it Valerenga, the Norwegian side, something like that. Either way, but I remember he's exactly the same player. Like, he's exactly the same player, and in a good way. Like, it's just everything he's doing now. He's just got a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger. And he's not massive, but he's not small. I would say he's not like, he hasn't got. Pep's not going to be talking about his height like he does Rico Lewis. Put it that way. He's about 5'8", something like that. And he looks like he's going to be quite broad one day. So I'm not worried about his physicality at all. He's got that electric pace, but most importantly, it's his footwork and his intelligence, isn't it? And that's what stood out at youth level, but you never know how much that intelligence is going to translate to first team football, because other footballers are very intelligent too at elite level. At academy level, it's hard, but you can already see that I don't see any limitations to his game right now. Like the fact that he can play on the left and be so effective, or play as a false nine for a little bit, which he's done already under Pep, play on the right and be so effective. That's scary, because it shows you that he's just a good footballer, a really good footballer. That versatility hints at intelligence, and it hints at confidence, and it hints at fearlessness. And when you add all that together with that obvious talent, you're like, I don't see the limit. I just don't see the limit for him. Like, I think we've got another Foden on our hands here. I think we have, and that's scary to me. But I think it's true. Am I getting carried away? I don't know.
Maybe, but I don't know. But then, we have a right to, if we can. We
Yeah.
have the right to do it because of the quality that the EDS has produced. I mean, how many times you sit here and say, "Oh my days, technical ability.
Yeah.
Oh my days, he has a wonderful football brain." Like almost everyone that comes through, but then with this is just different. Like this is so different, and the goals that he scored, when you look at them, they all have that quality. The first goal that he scored at Champions League. And
that's Messi. That was a Messi goal. That I'm not. People thought it'd been crazy, but that was if you just somehow swap the bodies, that was a Messi goal. I know it was against only Red Star, but it's stupid goal, stupidly good goal.
But you do what you like. You deal with what you have to, and that's exactly what he's been doing. That's why he's saying that he's moving up the ranks on the subs bench, and he's making it. He's making it. Like it'll be very interesting to see what happens, because of the conversations that you have, the links that you have, saying that we might bring in another winger and stuff like that.
Well, I wonder now, don't you? You start to think. Yeah.
It'd be very interesting to see. But then we have a gem on our hands, and he looks like he's up for it. He said it's a lifelong dream for him. So
yeah,
it's great to just see another person just willing to fight it through and be patient with the city system. And I think he's one of the special ones that won't have to wait that long, but let's wait and see.
Absolutely.
But I'm just happy.
I'm gonna have to leave it there because I've not eaten since 12 o'clock and it's 9 o'clock here now,
man.
so I'm
Sorry
starving, mate. But thank you very much, man. It's been a pleasure chatting to you as always. Have a wonderful night, man. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Cheers to Lembo. Thanks to everyone who joined the Fan View Live. You're all superstars. Thank you for everyone who's watched the match reaction from myself. If you want pure enthusiasm, watch one again, by the way. I lost my head. It was absolutely wonderful. For now, though, I'm going to leave it there because my stomach, it's rumbling louder than I celebrated, and that is loud. Trust me. For now, have a wonderful night. Up the Blues. Come on. That was perfect. In a bit. Bye-bye.